Welcome back to Black Guys Reviews. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at Star Wars, the vintage collection from The Empire Strikes Back. This is the Bespin security guard, Haldor Spinoza. Here's the card he comes on. There's our figure inside the bubble. Decent artwork. Then we have the figure in his blaster. That's how he looks. These are recommended for ages 4 and above, and definitely we do have choking hazard for any children under the age of 3. So if you have your little collectors, don't give them to them. They're going to put them in their mouth and choke. This is VC233 for all you Carter collectors out there. There's our cross sell. Back of the card is not very collectible. It has this ugliness on most of the card on the back. So, thank you for that, Hasbro. Here's a UPC that helps you find these. So the card stock on these are actually better than most. So they could actually survive, a longer period of time they were used to seeing. So at least that's pretty good. But they're still very, they're warped. So fortunately, it is what it is. It's one of the problems right now with Hasbro. So let's go ahead and get him out of the package and take a look at him. So here he is outside the packaging. When you do these reviews for store vintage collection figures anymore, it's like, for me at least, I go in this already defeated, because it's like I know the product images, they're very good at selling the product images and making you think they're, better than they are, or even overall the appearance with camera angles and trick photography. But I still try to support the line because I am a 1/18 scale collector at heart. 95% of my collection, it used to be 100% of my collection. Now I'm getting more with the classified G.I. Joes, but I guess going is defeated because just looking at the figure right now, you can see that he's very skinny. There's something about these figures ain't what it used to be when you first started the modern, I'm gonna call it the modern vintage collection, because I don't want to make you understand like I collected like the vintage from 1977 and on. But so when they first started the modern vintage collection, I got all, those are great figures. I mean, they were thick. These are just skinny. This is like I'm not trying to be any more than what it is when I say this. It's super skinny. It's almost like this would be like a figure for a female character. It's just too thin, in my opinion. But we're gonna take a look at him anyway. Like I said, it's like his arms are way too long, for one thing. But for me, he's gonna be. It's not like I'm gonna play with him a lot. He's more of a background character for my Bespin display. And that to fill that out, because you don't get many Bespin guards. So that's pretty much the only reason I picked this character up. So here he is. The hat doesn't look too bad. It's got a lot of black line work in it. It doesn't seem to be removable. So he has a brown stash, black hair. Okay, so I guess he dyed his hair. You can see the black comparison from the stripes in his hair and a brown stash. We have a white collar piece like he's a priest. We have the gold. It looks pretty good, dude. The line work on the gold is really nice, and they have this leaf design there. That looks pretty good. That's nice detailing. The back goes around the collar. It goes around the waist, all the way around the back and through the sides. That's cool. His arms, like I said, look how long they are. I mean, they're way down at the end of his gun case. It should be, I don't know, there's just something wrong with his arms. Monkey arms or something. We have the red here around his wrist. Some design, blue pants. We have a gun holster here that's quite large. I mean, it looks like larger than his gun. We'll take a look at that. Black boots. Here's the back of it. Maybe I can see like the gappage here. It feels like I said rain figure sometimes. How the gappage. I mean, just look at this. Kind of weird to say that, but look at the crotch area. You can see the terrible gappage. There's better sculpting options than this. This is a bad buck. I mean, look at the legs. I mean, if it wasn't for me just getting him as a background character, I can do some trick photography too, like turn him sideways so I don't see it. Or, you know, smash his thighs together. But like, if you can get like a nice stance, look at that. That's terrible. So here he is, 360, if it matters. We're going to take a look at his articulation. So for his head, we got a ball peg, 360. There's an up, down, side to side. So we got some good range there. Arms rotate around 360. We can get a T pose. Yep. So that's good. Bendable elbows. Get you better than 90 degrees. So if you push on a little bit, you get up better than 90. Chest articulation side to side. Back and forth. Get rotation 360. Now here's the ugly part, the legs. Massive split. That's fantastic. For that at least. And so we have those type of legs here that's weird. You gotta kind of like bring them around and then spin his knee and then bend his knee. You see how it's molded there for the front to hide the initial joint when he's standing. Because of the design, that gets in the way. You really can't bend his knee very much. This is a bad design because it has that stupid spin thing. And same thing for this one. You spin this around, he just sits awkwardly like this. So it's just weird. You can see here how it comes down. It's bad. And just to pull this down, and that one went back into place. It's a terrible design. This is worse than 5 POA in my opinion. I'd rather have the 5 POA than this crap. Those hips are terrible. They should be thrown in the trash. Never use those designs again. 360 rotation at the knee. Like I said, bendable knee here. Where'd the joint go? Found myself on a joint hunt. There we go. Here it is. Okay, 90 degrees. Feet pivot down, a little up. You got the spin. There's no rocker. More just a 360 spin. It might be. No, that's just me forcing the plastic. So depressing. I gotta try to go in these views a little less defeated, but there he is. I'm already defeated. If I wasn't defeated going in, I'd be defeated doing the review. And also, this discontinues with this piece of soft rubber. Look. That's terrible. This is just cheap Dollar General weapons, which are probably actually better than these Hasbro trash. And they keep selling out. We keep buying them. I'm at fault too, so I'm not saying nothing. And it doesn't fit very well. Super loose, as you can see. If you wedge it, I think this little piece here catches the hole in the bottom. And if you understand that, may keep it in there for the most part. But it's really loose, on my copy at least. So there he is, guys. There's final thoughts. I don't recommend the figure. Oh, let me take a look at his wrist. Sorry about that. 360 rotation. They have the up and down on the joint. So that's on both hands. You can see the joints. I'm going to need a joint after. Stupid review. If I was a drug addict, I'm not. So, just a joke. Probably a bad joke, but here he is. The plastic feel really rubbery. The gun's garbage. It's just pure. It's the softest thing I've ever seen. It's too skinny. It's the way for them to take, a thousandth of an inch of plastic off a figure. You're thinking, well, that's, it's quite small. But you do that over, hundreds of thousands of figures that they mass produce. They're going to save a few bucks. In the quality of plastic, they deteriorate the quality. They save even more money. And they go on and make these videos, and here you go. Here is a fantastic figure. You know, we've been dying to make this figure, and this is what you get. And in all actuality, the people that do that, they just look like they're fools. You're lying to your consumer, and all you're doing is making them mad, and eventually people are just going to stop buying your product. And then obviously what they'll do is increase their quality, and everybody will start collecting again. So they're going to get away with bloody murder no matter what you do. So anybody that sits around like me and complains about it, there's nothing you can do about it besides don't buy it. It's not going to hurt them. They'll just change their marketing strategy and their quality. But as long as we're buying them, they're going to capitalize on it. So it is what it is. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you in our next review.